G'day YouTube and welcome back to another video. I think that we might have in our midst a game that could take over the hunting simulator market and kill our beloved Call of the Wild. As of right now, this game is slated to come out late 2022, but should we already be preparing a death certificate for EW, or is there a chance that all the bells and whistles of Ultimate Hunting won't be enough to topple the current king of hunting sims? To find the answer to all of this, all you need to do is to sit back, relax, and enjoy. Ultimate Hunting is going to be exactly what it sounds like. A hunting game. Information for this game has only recently burst onto the scene, and some players are already speculating that it could be a lot better than anything else that's currently on the market. From what I can tell, there will only be a handful of new things in this game in comparison to what we already have from games that we already play. There are, however, a few additions that I know a lot of players will absolutely fall for. As of right now, I've heard that the game will be coming to consoles after a PC release. In this video, I'll go over a few things that really stand out to me from this game, and I would love to know what you think in the comments below. Two current reserves in Ultimate Hunting are filled with at least 16 species each. The first one that we know of is an African reserve, and it looks great so far in the images and videos that have been released. The animals that we already know about are as follows. There will be hare, guinea fowl, white-faced whistling ducks, rock hyrax, cape squirrel, blue wildebeest, zebra, African elephants, which is amazing to see, hippos, lions, giraffes, crocodiles, buffaloes, warthogs, and even baboons. This list of animals is actually really cool, as we can expect to see some animals not only traveling on the land, but also in the water, with crocodiles and hippos. I also can't wait to see animals like the squirrels and baboons take to the trees to flee from you. The other reserve that we already know about is a North American reserve. This reserve is filled with animals like pronghorn, black-tailed deer, white-tailed deer, raccoons, turkey, tule elk, bighorn sheep, mallards, crows, cougars, hares, black bear, mule deer, badgers, pheasants, wild boar, and even quail. What will be really interesting on these reserves is going to be how they are able to incorporate so many animals onto a single map. I would like to think that the reserves are going to be both large, yet filled with life and detail. The reason I say this is because there are plenty of games out there such as No Man's Sky that have boasted large maps but ended up having nothing worth looking at. From what I can tell with images and videos of Ultimate Hunting, I don't think we will be having this issue though. Before we move on from the animals, I just wanted to note that in some of the videos that were posted early on into the game's life cycle, there did seem to be chital deer as well. This hasn't shown up since, but it could hint at a possible map in Europe. Much like what we're already familiar with in Call of the Wild, Ultimate Hunting will have their own version of Trurax called RAG, which stands for Random Antler Generation. This will definitely give each trophy a sense of being different and unique to all the other animals of the same species. One thing that I am very much looking forward to is the wide array of weapons that we will be able to use when hunting in Ultimate Hunting. If you want information about all the confirmed calibers, I'll link a video from ZaggyDK in the description that you can check out. These weapons will even have quite a bit of customization available to players. This ranges from scopes and muzzle attachments to even changing what the stock of your weapon will look like. Bow hunters can also rejoice knowing that they are given the chance to customize what arrow type they will be using on their weapon. I would assume that these arrow types will affect how fast or effectively you're able to harvest an animal. The devs at Ultimate Hunting have even confirmed that you will have two different choices when using the scope. The first one will allow you to get a limited look through the scope whilst allowing you to look around the weapon, and the other mode will be what we're already used to when using a scope in Call of the Wild. As for other items that players could use, baiting and callers have also been confirmed. We're pretty used to callers at this stage, but the idea of baiting is a very interesting one, as I know that some of you would love to sit up a tree looking over a corn pile for a couple of hours. Something that is actually really awesome is that clothing within Ultimate Hunting will actually impact your success. It's not known exactly how it will affect your hunt, but we can assume there will be a clothing tied to a reserve which can reduce how visible you are and possibly even how your scent works. Alongside clothing, we will even get vehicles, such as this 4-wheel drive in the game. This makes me really excited because it probably means that the reserve sizes require a vehicle to get around. Fingers crossed, we'll also be able to get different types of vehicles later on down the line. There will be character customization in this game too. Nothing flashy from what I've seen, but it's nice to have that personal feel for our hunters. Our characters in-game will even have the chance to interact with NPCs. This could be in the form of shops, or I'd love to interact with an NPC that sends me on a task to gather some deer pelts or raccoon fur for whatever reason. These missions aren't exactly confirmed, but there has been some talk that we could be getting a story mode similar to the Cabela's games in the future, along with a realistic sim mode and arcade hunts. These realistic and arcade modes give me the Hunter Classic and the Hunter Call of the Wild vibes, to be completely honest with you. We will also have multiplayer, which means that you can get out in the field with a buddy, hunting all of your favorite animals. I also just wanted to touch on what this could mean for Call of the Wild. I personally think that it could go one of three ways. Number one, Ultimate Hunting will kill Call of the Wild. Number two, that Ultimate Hunting ends up being a bust. Or number three, which I would love, is that Call of the Wild and Ultimate Hunting are both amazing hunting games that are always improving due to their competition. I think that Call of the Wild has never had much competition, and Hunting Simulator 1 and 2 never really came close to it. I would love for there to be 2, 3, or even 5 hunting games all fighting to be the best. I reckon it would benefit the players, as each developer is working harder and harder to make their game better than their competition. I would love to know what you think in the comments as well. While you're on your way to the comments, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.